It's Engaging with Vietnam time again, and as always happens with the conference, we come up with a conference theme and then we get some questions. Wait, but if my paper doesn't fit the conference theme, can I still submit and attend? And the answer is always
yes. So for keynote sessions and some invited panel sessions, we always encourage our speakers to address the theme of the conference. But for parallel sessions, submissions, of course, it would be great if you keep your presentation as close as possible to the theme of the conference. But if your work somehow is also about Vietnam engagement, then we still encourage you to submit, and then we will consider. Yes.
Right. The format of Engaging with Vietnam is very unique, I think. Unlike a workshop where everyone's together all the time, and unlike a very large conference where you might have never come into contact with with many of the people at the conference, this is one where we keep meeting in keynote sessions, then we go to breakout sessions, then we go back to keynote sessions, and then back to breakout sessions. And so those keynotes are like a kind of link that ties things together over time, and it really helps to give kind of energy and a spirit to the conference.
And stimulate a lot of thinkings, and also help, different presenters make connection and relate to their own topics. Yes.
Right. And so the theme this time is Vietnam and Europe, Europe in Vietnam, and it's a long theme, so that's why I'm reading off my computer over here. Identity, and I can't see that far. Identity, okay. You want to read it? There we go.
Okay, so basically let me repeat the theme of the conference this year. Vietnam in Europe, Europe in Vietnam. Identity, transnationality, and mobility of people, ideas, and practices across time and space.
So that's a big theme, and a lot of things can fit into that theme.
Yes.
And so, most people, I think, will find a way to adapt their paper to fit the theme. But even if you feel that you can't, and you still have something that you really want to present, yes, go ahead and submit.
Yes. So, for example, we've got questions like, my paper has something to do with the concept of identity, but I don't focus on Vietnam in Europe or Europe in Vietnam. Would that be considered suitable? And so we have a lot of questions like that, and then
so that's the type of paper that we'd put together with one that is on identity in Europe, and then you have this kind of comparative, setting there that can be really beneficial.
Yes, right? Yes.
So when do people have to submit proposals? It's coming up pretty soon.
Yes.
Right?
So the deadline is the 5th of April. Yes. Okay. And we are also in the process of sending acceptance letter to those who have submitted. And so far we've got some really exciting submissions dealing with very, very, how could I say, contexts and topics that have not really been discussed much at the conference.
Okay, so how about if we talk about that? We'll leave that as a kind of teaser, and we'll give them more details in the next video. But at this point, is there anything else that's really important for people to know right now?
I think yes. Because Engaging with Vietnam and ICAS 11th, we are partnered, right?
That's for International Convention of Asia Scholars.
Right? Yes, we are co-hosting the upcoming Engaging with Vietnam conference in Leiden, and so if you are attending Engaging with Vietnam, then you can attend ICAS conference, and you only pay registration fee once. You don't have to pay double. And also I've got a lot of questions from people who have already had their papers accepted for the ICAS conference and who are now interested in attending Engaging with Vietnam. And I said, yes, of course, they can always attend Engaging with Vietnam as ICAS participants, because that is agreement between ICAS and Engaging with Vietnam. So in other words, all participants of Engaging with Vietnam and ICAS can attend the whole
Each other's conference.
yeah, each
yeah,
other's
everything,
conference
yeah,
all the way from the 15th to the 19th of July,
Okay.
and you pay a one-time registration fee. And also, Engaging with Vietnam conference can enjoy all the benefits that ICAS offers.
Okay,
So,
great.
for example, if you visit the ICAS and Engaging with Vietnam conference websites, you will find information about accommodation, visa process or letters for visa application, as well as what airlines that offered special packages for those attending the conference. Then you can start looking into those possibilities.
That's on the ICAS website.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
right.
Yes. Yeah. But I think
I'll go home and put a link to that on our website. Okay,
yes,
got that.
yes.
Okay, yep. Now, what about if I want to present at both Engaging with Vietnam and ICAS? Can I do that?
Yes, of course you can do that, but you have to have two different presentations,
Right.
because we don't encourage people to repeat their presentations.
Okay.
But yes, and also we are well aware of the fact that we may have a lot of submissions, and so in case that the 2 days aside for Engaging with Vietnam, the 15th and 16th, are too short to accommodate our submissions, then ICAS is very willing to share some of their own time on the 17th or 18th with Engaging with Vietnam to accommodate more of our own presentations.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me get this clear then. So if I want to present at both, I can. By this point, my paper would have already been accepted by ICAS, right?
Yes.
Right.
So,
and then at this point, I can submit another paper, but it has to be a different paper to Engage with Vietnam.
Yes,
then would
correct.
I have to pay 2 times, or
No,
do I?
no.
Okay.
Only once.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay,
Yes,
but
yes.
it has to be a different paper,
Yes.
and then we'll be checking and working with ICAS to
Yes.
make to. Okay. Okay.
Sure,
I
yeah.
see. I learn something new every day. This is good. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I've learned a lot today, and hopefully you've learned a lot. And I think we'll stop this here, but we're going to have more announcements coming up, because we're moving fast with this one. There's a lot of information to share,
yes.
and we're getting going in high speed. So start thinking Vietnam and Europe, Europe and Vietnam. But if you don't really fit in either of those, or in that theme, still consider submitting, because we're always interested in incorporating as much as we can.
Yes, and again, we have received a lot of questions sent directly to the Engaging with Vietnam email address, and of course we always respond to those questions to help clarify their concerns. Yes, so as I said, by all means, so far we've got really good interest in the conference, so we look forward to more submissions from you from all over the world.
Okay,
yes.
So submit, and we'll see you in Leiden this summer.
Yes.
At Engaging with Vietnam, number 11.
Yes.